right, girls. Well, we rehearsed.
To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. To the left, to the left. Everything you own in a box. To the left, in the closet. That's my stuff, yes. If I bought it, say, don't touch.
Girl, we sound mad good.
What's good, everybody, and welcome back to my channel, Lelona. And thank you so very much for tuning into yet another episode of Everything Lelona, where we talk about everything and anything, cha. Now, if you are new here, welcome, baby. I really hope that you'll enjoy this video and that will make you hit that little subscribe button somewhere over here. And if you are a regular subscriber, again, day one, what's good, what's up? What it do, cha? I really hope that you are well and that you are taking care of yourself. Okay? So we are back with another story time because the vibes are giving and the giving is vibing. So we are back with another story time, and this story time is about me getting up to nonsense because I actually got and had a thing with my friends, man. Ne? Like I'm always in entanglements. And this one is no different. I got into a thing and had a thing with my friends, man. I'm saying my friends, man, for a reason, because you will also make your own mind and make up your own mind as to who's in the wrong, what's going on, what's up, what's good, what's yabo. You will, guys, I am not saying that right, I'm not saying that wrong, but I got with him. But okay. That's what we're talking about today. So if you are interested in hearing more of the story, please don't forget to like this video, comment down below, subscribe to my channel, share the video, because we are on the road to 4,000 subscribers, and that's only possible if you guys participate. So I am trusting and entrusting you with that task of sharing this video. If you love me, you'll do it for me. So without wasting any of your time, let's get into the video. So when and how this all happened is that I had recently moved to Pretoria. Yeah, well, this was either at the end or towards the end of 2012 or early 2013. Yeah, well, or it was between 2012 and 2013 there. Yeah, well. So you all know that I had moved and I left the university I was studying at in PE at Gqeberha, and I came to Pretoria and I studied at TUT. So when I moved there, I lived with family. After a short stint with them of about 3, 4, 5 months, I moved out, and so I didn't just move out and then go to and found an apartment. I moved out of the family home, and then I went to stay at a student accommodation for like 3 months. Yeah, bo? So I lived in this student accommodation for 3 months, and then afterwards I went on to stay or to find an apartment with my cousin. Get it? Sharp. So all of this happened like 3 months of me staying in this student accommodation. Now, if you know or you went to TUT, at TUT, the one is the Pretoria West, the main campus, Philip Nel. I stayed there. So I got there, and the res was called the Heights. It's called the Heights. It's outside of TUT. It's at the back of TUT. Sharp. So nafika at the Heights in ndahlala khona. A living arrangement is that there were 3 of us, and each of us had a single room. We shared the bathroom, the kitchen, and the communal area. And then each of us had their own room. Now, kule compound yethu, or kule housing yethu, each unit has 4 bedrooms, but there was only 3 of us. Then abanye ke bahlala mhlambi in a unit and 4 bedrooms, but by 2 type of thing. So it was different in each unit with sharp. So one time, apha ke erezi, andazi bantu except for the guys that I live with and the people that would normally visit them. I don't have friends here. You understand? I don't have friends, and andizimiselanga ukwenza zichomi. I am not prepared to make friends. That was my thing, that I'm only here for 3 months till I find an apartment and I'm out. and they are need for me to make friends here. Now, what happens is, this one time, I don't know, I think it was on a Saturday, right? It's a sunny Saturday. I am in my room. I am watching stuff on my laptop because that was my vibe. I was always in my bedroom, locked myself in. I would like watch a series on my laptop and not really mingle with everyone here. Once in a while, I would come out and chill with the guys that I live with. You understand? Sharp. Now, this one time, I think I went out of our unit, and I was going to a dark shop or something like that. I don't know where I was going. But when I walk out and I'm looking, and I look over, I see people sitting outside this other unit that is close to my unit. Yeah, but I look at them and I know. So what happens, like by 2 hours, one wabo uhlala apha, and I recognize his face because he lives here. I normally see him. There's never been any interaction between him and I. Yabo. And then I look again, I'm like, wait, that is someone I know. So this someone I know is someone I know from the university I went to in Kabech. Yabo. Now this guy and I lived in the same res, but we were never friends even there. We knew of each other, we've had conversations, we've talked, but we were not friends. My roommate, a PE, was on the same scholarship as him. So whenever there were times where my roommate and I would go to his bedroom and like chill, but we were not friends. We were not friends. I would not go to his room there for what? Yeah, but because we were not friends. So I see him there, is chilling with this guy that I've seen around here who lives in my student accommodation. Now let's give them names. The guy who lives in my student accommodation, will give him the name Leko. Yabo? Guleko. And then the guy that I went to university with in PE will give him the name King. I know I'm giving I know I'm giving him the name King, but I see him and Leko sitting outside. So I'm like, yo, King, no. I'm like, hey, bro, I'm so surprised. Why are you here? Yabo? He comes, or I think I go to them. I greet this guy, Leko. I'm like, hey. And then I see him, I hug Prince. I'm like, hey, how are you doing? Blah, 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 blah. Yabo? So we're like, no, I'm here to see this guy. And then he introduces me to this guy. Leko, this is Lelona, this is Leko. Yabo? Nice to meet you, Leko, again. Yabo? Sharp. Leko now, let's describe Leko. Leko was not my type. Leko, first of all, lived in the same student accommodation as me, meaning that he's a student just like me. Meaning, Uleko ngumntana, because whoever is my age, whoever is my age according to me is a baby. Like if you are my age or remotely close to my age, you are 2 years older, you are a baby. Yabo? So Uleko, again, as hot as he was, he just wasn't my type. So Leko was tall. Leko was very light-skinned. Very, very, very light-skinned Leko. He had huge pink lips. Tall. He wasn't skinny yet. He wasn't buff. Yabo, average looking, average body. Tall, very deep voice, and he speaks very, very, very slow. Yabo, sharp. So I see Leko, I acknowledge him. It's nice to meet you, and I continue talking to King. So he's telling me that no, he's here to see Leko for the weekend. He's going back to PE on Monday morning or something like that. So today is Saturday, and he's gonna leave on Monday morning. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. I was just quickly going to the tuck shop. I needed something to drink or something. I don't know what I needed, but let's hang. Yabo? Sharp. Ati no ulapa. Dibo nanike irunkaleko. But okay, no, you're here. blah 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 blah. I know where the room is. I've never been to their unit, but I can see where they're sitting. You understand? Sharp. So I quickly go to the tuck shop. I come back, go to my room. I come back from my room, and then I chill with them. So we like literally chilled outside, talking and talking and talking and talking and talking. Now, to me, because there were times where Uleko would stand up and go to the bathroom or like do whatever. So I would ask King, Ukuba, are you and Leko a thing? He's like, no, he's a friend of mine, blah, 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 blah. So obviously now I'm going to ask a whole lot of questions. How do you know each other? Do you want him? Does he want you? Even though Uti, you are friends, was there ever a thing between you guys? Yeah, but so I want to basically know what's going on, because don't tell me that you are going to leave PE, come to Pretoria, uze student accommodation for the weekend, because Ufike Friday, they did nothing on Friday, they just chilled. Saturday, Sunday, just for you told me, I don't think so. I don't think so. Mark me absent. I would never do that shit. Because na yelo King PE uhlala eRes. Usuka from eRes yakho uzobona umntana kwenye kweyakhe res. Pretoria. Hayi bosana. Hayi, there's no way. So I wanted to make sure I get the full story. Prince is telling me that him and Lego aren't a thing. He doesn't want him. Lego doesn't want him. They've never had a thing before. Blah 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 blah. They are just friends, and that's it. Yeah, bo? Sharp. So we've had this conversation. How and there's nothing going on between them but friendship. Okay, sharp. Now, weekend Prince. Now Uleko and I live like literally close to each other. When you walk out of my unit, it's the second unit after mine is Lego's unit. You understand? So we would normally see each other when we walk out, going to school, or when we come back, or in the bus, or on campus. So now that we've had an interaction, whenever I would pass him, I would just pass as if I was passing a stranger. I would greet, we would stand sometimes and talk, and. Now he invited me to his room. Invites me to his room. I get to his room this night. Get to his room. And he has a TV, a PlayStation, which is he has a PS, has a TV, has a bar fridge there. I had my own fridge as well, I think. Yeah, I had my own fridge as well. He une bar fridge yakhe, like une set up nice, yabo, apha ina res, une PlayStation yakhe uyapika, like kumandi. Like his room was nice. So I get to his room and he's playing PS, and I think by now Leko and I actually exchanged numbers on campus and we were talking. But it was so awkward because I knew my sexuality. I'm gay, and when I like someone, like it's gonna be a guy, right? But I don't think Uleko knew, because let me not say I don't think, I know Uleko did not. If he knew his sexuality, but he wasn't upfront about his sexuality. So him and I, one time on campus, had exchanged numbers. But I thought in my head, that he's asking for my number because we are Funa. But he then switched up on me, started telling me about girls. There's this girl he likes. And I'm like, you're giving me mixed signals, sir. Why did you ask for my number? Why are you friends with Prince? I know that gay guys and straight guys can be friends, but really now? You understand? So him and I had already exchanged numbers. We were chatting, but whenever we would meet outside, we weren't, yo, what's up? As if we greet each other, hey, how are you? Good. And have a brief conversation, but we were never yo, what's up? I think that's the correct term to use, but that's besides. Our interactions were always very awkward for me, because though we are talking, but when you meet me, you become very awkward, which then makes the interaction very awkward for me too. You understand? Sharp. So this one night I am in my room. I don't know what I was doing, probably just watching something on my laptop. I'm chatting and Lego texts me. He's like, can you come to my room? No, I'm bored. Let's play EPS. Did he show sharp? Cool. I go over to his room. I get there. Nyanike, he has his PS console out. He's it's plugged to his TV. He's playing a PlayStation. Now, Uleko is wearing, you see those basketball shorts, as is it? He's wearing those shorts. Those shorts, one thing about them, if you are not wearing underwear, they will show. Like, they will show that you are not wearing underwear, my guy. So this guy was wearing those shorts and he wasn't wearing underwear. So basically, when he came to open for me at the door, and then he turned around, because he opened the door, I walked in, so he had to lock. So he had to lock behind me. So I walk and then I turn around to basically look at him as to which one's your room. You understand? So when I look at him, that thing swung. Okay? That thing swung. I was like, yo, like, what a huge thing, Leko. Because, wow, okay, whatever. Sharp. So now, obviously, the hole in me is already thinking, why did this guy invite me to his room? Like, does he want to do something with me? No. Because all this damn time, this guy has been telling me about girls that he likes. And then, Kenyimini, I'm asking him about Prince. And he's like, oh, Prince is not my type. And then I'm like thinking, I am not gay. Utu Prince is not my type. Why am I saying Prince? Why am I saying Prince? Oh my God. Why am I saying Prince? But King is not saying, he wouldn't say King is, I'm not gay. He would say King is not my type. Yeah, well, so which made me think that maybe there is another guy that is your type. And yeah, I'm thinking, maybe am I that guy? Because why is he talking to me this much? So in my head, there's a lot of shit going on. And I've just seen literally his dick print. And I'm like, okay. So, sharp, he points me to the direction of his bedroom. We get into his bedroom. We start playing a PlayStation. I think we're playing FIFA. We play FIFA. And then I'm like, I'm bored now. And then I lay on his bed, he's sitting down. So now how I'm laying on his bed, so it was like his bed, right? And then at the end of the bed is where the TV was. So he's sitting down and he's still playing and looking up at the TV. And then Nandilele, my legs are at the top of the bed and then my head is here. So I'm looking at the TV like this. I'm looking at it like this. And he's like, here, yeah. So we're like talking. And then I'm like, yo, tell me the truth. Because I think I've asked you this before. What's happening between you and King? Like, I really have been trying to really believe that you and King are just friends. You understand? I'm really trying to believe that you two are just friends. But I know King. King is a gay guy from PE. I know him. He would not just come all the way from PE. Gemali yake. Because he's a student. You're both students. Gemali yake. Pinda chicken gemali yake. Just for him to come and see you, his friend. Not do anything with anyone else. Not see anyone else this whole weekend but you. And there's nothing happening but friendship. I don't believe it. So now he starts telling me that, no, Prince, uyanifuna. Ne? Oh, I keep saying, King, uyanifuna. And I don't like him like that. Yeah, bro, he's not my type. Actually, to why King is not his type. But he's not gay. Ati, King is very, King is very dominant. And I was like, oh, okay, Atu King is dominant and Naye, he's dominant, so they would not make a good match. Remember, this guy hasn't come out to me as gay or bisexual. Nadimazi is straight, you understand? Like, that's what he's told me. Ubana straight here and he likes girls, this girl, this girl, this girl, this girl. Okay, we just never had the conversation. I don't remember well. But I think I assumed Ubana he's straight because he was telling me about girls all the damn time. So now he's telling me about why Prince King is not his type. Sharp. Now, kulento yethu of going back and forth and talking and talking and talking. While I'm sitting there and laying like this, he's like, one thing I would love to do is to kiss you. So now I'm shocked, but I can't act shocked because I'm a bad bitch. Yeah, but I'm shocked because I'm like, yo, you just told me that Prince, who's my friend, who I know you through, wants you, but you don't want him. We did not really have an in-depth conversation about the nitty-gritties of their friendship now. Ukuba, was he here to try and convince you? Was he here? Did anything happen between the two of you? Because the Prince was here for the whole weekend. Let's not forget that. So we did not really get into it. Ubana, again between you and Prince while he was here. So he's like, but one thing I would love to do though is to kiss you. And I'm like, why don't you? And he kisses me. That time that I saw. So this guy kisses me. Obviously, I'm gonna kiss him back because after I saw his schlong, after I saw that thing wiggle, 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 I wanted him. I wanted him. Even though he's not my type. But after seeing that, okay, this guy una set up a soul, una PS, my small naive mind thought that maybe this guy comes from a wealthy family, blah 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 blah. But okay, I was still young and naive, so I now am thinking of him as he could be a daddy. So Lego and I kiss. We kiss. He gets up, he gets on the bed, and he gets on top of me. We kiss. And I'm like, no. Yeah, well. So, but we didn't do anything. That night. So, obviously, I know for a fact that I cannot tell King about what just happened. Because King came to this guy and visited this guy. This guy told me that King wants him and he doesn't see or is attracted to King like that, but he's kissing me. So he's attracted to me, right? So him and I start now talking often, and like frequently. I'm visiting his room whenever I go over. Obviously we kiss. We're not doing anything, yeah, but we're just kissing, playing with each other, but not doing the deed. You understand? Sharp. I'm not telling King about all of this. King one day reaches out to me on social media because we didn't have each other's numbers. He reaches out to me on social media. He's telling me that he wants to come back to Pretoria. He wants to see Uleko again. Blah, 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 blah. Sharp. So now I am like, oh, okay, cool. Have you told him? Does he know? No. He's like, yeah, I told him that I want to come through and he's telling me not to come. So if I come, can I stay at your place? Hey, I can go. What do you want to come and do in Pretoria? Because you are saying to me that you want to come and see Uleko. And Uleko is saying don't come, but you are insisting to come. And if you come, you want to stay at my place. And then you're going to see. Like, it's not make it make sense. Uleko, like, what's going on between you two? Are you fighting? So I'm asking these questions. are you fighting? What's going on? Why does he not want you to come? What's going on? What's going on? And he finally tells me that, listen, I really, really, really like this guy. But this guy, I've felt him detach the past couple of weeks. I felt him detach from me, distance himself from me. He's not talking as much as he normally does. And I'm thinking, oh my God, do not tell me that it's because of me. Because I'm like, it can't be because of me. Like, it can't be because of me. Like, I don't know, I don't know how to feel. But I'm like, show me, it's not making make sense. You understand? It's not making sure at all, because you're not gonna come to my place and then see Uleko, and then you're gonna leave after that. How is Leko and I, or how are we supposed to look at each other after you have left? Yabo? So I don't think I want to get in between this whole thing. Now, because this is, I text Uleko, I'm like, can I quickly come through? There's something happening. So I go to his room, I go over. I'm like, what's going on between you and Prince? He's like, why? I show him what Prince is like, I'm telling me. He's like, listen, Prince, guys, I keep saying Prince. King is really, really pushing me to actually have a thing with him. And I really don't want to have a thing with him. Yeah, because as I said, I am not attracted to him. The only person I'm attracted here to is you. Guys, when is like him and I have been hooking up the way that we were doing, like we were playing with each other and kissing and what, but we hadn't done the deed. And he has never said, I want you, I like you, Zange and Shele, like, our thing just happened and we just continued with it. He never told me that he wants me, he's attracted to me, he likes me, and. So this time around, with him and I having this discussion, and he's like, the only person I want here is you. I instantly got wet. I'm like, you what? He's like, the only person I want here is you. And I'm like, have me then. Have me. Senza lento siyenzayo yabantu abakhulu that they do at night, and we did it Kenati. And then I'm like, Uleko ngumuntu wami. Right now, Uleko ngumuntu wami, and this bitch wants to come and see my man and wants to come and stay at my place. I didn't have that whole thing. I didn't have that mentality. So I went back to Prince. I'm like, Chomi, I don't think it's going to work for you to come here and then uzobona Uleko. Yabo? No. So again, Uleko and I just continue with whatever that we were doing. I think now it's been a month and a half of knowing Uleko. Duku. King tells me that, oh, I spoke to Uleko, and I am coming to Pretoria. Why are you coming to Pretoria? Because firstly, I know that you want Leko. Leko has told me that he wants me, and he has agreed to you coming to Pretoria to come and see him. For what? He didn't discuss this with me. Like, at this point, I'm failing to understand what's going on. Sharp. I asked Leko about it. Ask him about it, but yo, I'm talking to Prince, I'm talking to King, and King is telling me that he is coming to Pretoria and he's here to see you, he's coming to see you. You two spoke about it and you two are like in a good place now. He's like, oh yeah. I told him he can come through if he wants to come through. I'm gonna be accommodating him for the weekend. No. So I'm like, hold up. You told me that you didn't want King, and now he's coming to see you. You know that akuna friendship between the two of you. You two want each other, right? You two want, okay, he wants you, and you said to me that you don't want him. But here you are now agreeing to him coming to come and see you. I don't understand. Make me understand. Andiqhathe umfana andiqhathe bana, yo, listen, I really don't want this guy, and when he gets here, I want to be frank with him. I want to tell him it's like in his face that I don't want him. I want to do it like face to face type of thing. No. Believe. Now, after believing all of that, he tells me, "Wana, jongaman ungazi kule weekend because it's about awkward with King seeing me with you. It's about ngati we've been hanging out behind his back. We've been hanging out behind his back. What do you mean? But I get it. Remember what I said, that it was my unit, it was another unit next to ours, then the one after that, that one, Kikaleko. Uleko in his unit, uhlala with by 2, uhlala bona by 4, by 2 bona, and his housemate is always not there. Always not there, right? Sharp. Now this weekend I am at my place. I'm in my unit. I'm not visiting Uleko because Prince is around, and Uleko has convinced me that it's for the best that I don't come through. It's about awkward. Don't. I'm laying in my room. Next door, akuhlali bantu, right? Because our student accommodation was fairly empty. Akuhlali bantu next door, and then that one kuhlali Uleko. Now, I'm chilling. I'm watching my series, and I'm just not okay because the kechile, guys, the kechile, right? Kechile, and then I start hearing sex sounds. I start hearing and moanings. It can't be from next door Kalbantu. And it has to be that room or that unit after le. Yabo? It has to be that unit. These people are loud as nuts. And one thing, into yaseres is that once bekhona umntu over sex sounds, wonke umntu uyaphuma sana azomamela. Like, by the time I went out of my room to go outside, the whole corridor was full of people listening at Leko's door because whoever was having sex inside was loud as fuck. Okay? So I'm like to myself, I'm like, it's either Muleko, no King, or the housemate Kaleko. Housemate Kaleko, as far as I know, has a girlfriend, and the girlfriend lives in this building, right? Or in this student accommodation. So he's normally at the girlfriend's place. So it's definitely Uleko. I now declaring this on my mail. I listen, and then the man divana haibo sana kama daughter I2 and Uleko, no King, obviously. Now I am infuriated. Lego and I haven't had sex yet, right? Him and I haven't had sex yet, and he's now having sex with King after he told me that he doesn't like King and King likes him, but he likes me. And him and I have been hanging out, kissing, playing with each other, not really having sex. Yeah, well, but you get what I mean. So now I'm infuriated. I'm like, this guy unjoyla masimbayas. This guy unjoyla gabias. So I am mad. I go back to my room. I shut the door. I think I cried. I think that was the very first time I cried over a guy. I cried, and I didn't see Uleko, no speak to him for the entire weekend. Didn't speak to him, no see him. I didn't retain his texts. Like, he was texting me after King left. I didn't text him back. Now, Uleko has never been to my room. My housemates are always outside, in the communal area, chilling there, watching TV there, and I'm not always with them. So they've never seen anyone come and visit me. So this one night, Ulego comes, he knocks and he asks for me. They knock and say, there's someone who's here to see you. I open, I'm like, come, yabo. I see who's at the door. I'm like, no, come through. So they give me looks on some, yabo. And I'm like, tech, but like, one thing about me, I was pissed. The moment I saw him and I saw who it was, my mood changed. My mood changed. So I'm like, I say he can come to my room. He comes to my room. We chill. So we like talking. And I'm like, can I tell you something? He was like, yeah. I'm like, you know how everyone was at your door the day you guys were having sex? He's like, who? He's like, you know the day that you were having sex with King? Everyone was outside your door listening to you guys have sex. And he's like, no way. I'm like, yeah. Everyone knows that whoever lives here was having sex and they were loud and I heard you guys having sex. That's what I'm saying. I heard you have sex with King. So he apologizes. He's like, no, it wasn't supposed to happen. King seduced him, blah, 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 blah. I was still naive. I believed him. Yeah, bro. As mad as I was, I was like, oh, okay. After like him explaining what happened, he dribbled, like one buys this guys from Fana, one buys this, and I believed him. I was like, oh, okay, cool. Now, remember, the guys that I live with are right in the communal area and we are in the bedroom. We are literally a door apart from these guys. Yeah, bro? Now, as we're sitting there, remember, I've never, I don't own condoms, sex things, lubes, and I don't own those things because I was not dating anyone. I wasn't in a relationship with anyone at the time. Yeah, well, was I? I was. Still, it was my first thing, so I didn't know that I need to have lubricant at my place. So we kiss, he takes off my clothes, I take off his clothes, we play with each other's things, and he says he wants it. Dithi ke mna ke anazo condoms, ati that's fine. Ati iphi Vaselina, damnika Vaselina, damnika iVaselina, wasebenzisa iVaselina as lubricant. Don't come here and judge me. If you're gay, don't come here and judge me because you've also used the Vaseline. Please, you've also used the Vaseline. Please, don't come and drag me because you know the struggle. We know, Skale Apostle Tech. What is Vaselina umfana? Since I get Vaselina, yaba ilonto. Now, he wasn't my first. I've already had sex with the guy I was dating at the time. I wasn't a virgin, so he wasn't my first. I knew what sex was. I knew what sex felt like. So I was like, yo, what that? But it was great. It was great, ne? Now, King and King reaches out to me again. He's telling me about this guy because he knows that I know this guy, and I think after they had the weekend together, this guy told him that he really wants to befriend me and so Prince now is encouraging me to befriend this guy, and he's telling me how much he likes this guy, blah 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 blah. Now I felt bad because this guy and I had already slept together. I had to come clean to King. I'm like, King, you know what's going on? Ulego and I have actually hooked up. Not once, not twice, a couple of times. We started doing stuff after you left the first time. And this is after I asked you, do you want him? Do you like him? Has anything ever happened between you two? Is there anything happening? And you said no, and no. Yeah, so I kind of had stuff happening, or I kind of had dealings with him, and then he told me that you wanted him. So I didn't know how to then tell you that he wants me, and I have had stuff happen with him when you then started telling me how much you like him. Yeah, bro. I felt so bad. I felt so bad. And King laughed. King laughed about it and said, I knew it. He said, I knew it because I asked him the entire weekend, Bana, can we invite you over? And he had excuses and excuses and excuses and excuses and excuses up until the last day when Mkapa to a boss man, what he actually would not mind being friends with me. Why, after the whole weekend, when you were asked, let's hang out with Ulelona, you said no. But now to Prince, you are saying, the day you're saying you actually want to be friends with me. Prince was like, I knew there was something happening because he just acted so weird whenever I would mention your name. So I kind of had a feeling that something was happening between you two. And he told me how hurt he was and how disappointed he was, but he understands naye ukuba he's the one who told me that he didn't want this guy. Nothing is happening with this guy, and he doesn't want anything to happen with this guy. So he understands that he also is at fault for giving me that information. And I ran with that information and I didn't tell him. Remember, King and I weren't close. We were not close at all. We were not close. We didn't even have each other's numbers. We spoke on Facebook. Yeah, bro. So, after like a while, I moved out of the student accommodation and I never spoke to Lego ever again. Like, I don't know, I don't even know where he went. I don't have him on any social media platform. I don't even know how to search for him. Like, Anmazi, ukuba upila mfano. But that's the story. That's the story of how I had a thing with my man's friend. With my friends, man. Wow, friends, man. With my friends, man, yes. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a huge thumbs up, comment down below, share the video, subscribe to my channel, use the super thanks, do the most. I'm not gonna say much because I think this video is long enough. Just do the most. I love you so much. See you on my next video. Bye.